Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Paige's Candle Co. And this is where the magic happens.
Right, so like if you could talk to us a little bit about your candles, like what are your favorite scents?
Oh, wow. So I create all of the aromas, so I love all of them. But currently my favorites are green tea and citrus, pineapple sage, and I should pick a third one. I would also say rose and patchouli. They tend to vary depending on the season, but right now those are my go-tos. I work with soy wax. You could take a look. It's super cool. It comes in flake form, and it's very soft to the touch. You want to touch it? It's pretty cool. It's very soft.
It is very soft.
And it burns clean. It's awesome.
It feels almost creamy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
As you can see, we kind of walked in on her making some candles. So she's in the process of doing that right now. She has the wicks ready and she was measuring and she was doing the wax.
Yeah. I'm gonna make some actually pineapple and sage fragrance oil candles, and I'll make some now.
Tell us a little bit about your business and yourself.
Sure. My name is Paige and I am the owner and creative director of Paige's Candle Co. And my team and I hand make vegan soy wax candles. We blend our candles with phthalate-free fragrance oils and essential oils, and a portion of sales are currently donated to City Harvest.
So how long has Paige's Candle Co. been here?
So Paige's Candle Co. has been in business for about 3 years. However, I've been making candles since 2011. I actually had a business in my early 20s, but I didn't really like the design, and so after a lot of research and just, I guess, inner reflection, I came up with Paige's Candle Co.
So what is your favorite aspect of owning a business?
The aspect of financial independence, the creative freedom that I have without having to check in with someone, and basically dictating, that's such a strong word, dictating, but really just having the authority to have my business contribute to my community the way I prefer. I utilize my talents and I give back as much as possible with that, so that's something I care really deeply about.
Right. So like specific to candle making, what's your favorite aspect of
creating candles? I mean, I love developing aromas. It's so much fun. It's like being in a lab and just mixing, and it's kind of like cooking. I love cooking, so it's the same element.
Yeah. So before this, we were talking about what made your candles unique. So can you tell us a little bit about it?
So generally speaking, candle makers purchase fragrance and essential oils, and a lot of candle makers just use that blend that's purchased. What I like to do is actually blend blends. So I really love experimenting with mixing fragrance oils, essential oils to create aromas that are super unique.
Right. So like you mentioned a little bit that your wax is like soy wax. So what's the difference between like typical wax and that?
Sure. So I use vegan soy wax. It's derived from soybeans, so it's a natural alternative to the popular paraffin wax. Paraffin is made of animal and plant components, whereas soy is just from soybeans. And what's beautiful about soy wax, besides that it's vegan and eco-friendly, is that when it burns, it produces 90% less soot than that of paraffin. So you don't have that black soot that tends to pollute the air and your lungs and tarnish, or excuse me, make items black if you're putting it under something. So once they dry, or solidify rather, and then they cure for 7 days, and curing just means that you allow for the candle to sit covered so that the oils can adhere to the wax so it's fragrant. So after it cures for 7 days, then they're ready to be put on the shelf, and the candle. So what's cool about the candles is I like to let customers know what it smells like. This is a top, middle, and base note. It's not that the candle is layered, it's the different aromas that you smell in the candle, so you know exactly what you're smelling. So the top note, the strongest note, is pineapple, the middle note is sage, and the base note is bergamot. So you know exactly what you're smelling. And they burn for about 45 hours when they're in the 9-ounce size. Larger sizes burn for about 90 hours. So I have the 16-ounce pineapple and sage.
So right now we're in your candle making studio, and what's like special about this area or this neighborhood?
So I'm in Greenpoint. I like this specific area. It's like warehouse land, but it's super affordable, and I feel like it's really hard for creatives in New York City to make the jump into having a space to expand their business because rents are so high. So where I am, the rent is super affordable, and I'm grateful for that. And it's close to my stockists, my local stockists, and it's just super convenient to get to.
And where can people find you?
Sure, so I have a list of stockists, local stockists, and around the US featured on my website, which is www.paigescandleco.com. And I'm also on Instagram, Paiges Candle Co.